Good day, everyone. Today, we're going to talk about the timeline of criminology discoveries and inventions.
Modern penology, discovered by Cesare Beccaria in 1764. Throughout the history of penology, various forms of punishment have been used to maintain social order and deter criminal behavior in different parts of the world. In modern times, Cesare Beccaria contributed significantly to the development of modern penology through his work on crimes and punishments, 1764. It presented a coherent and comprehensive design for an enlightened criminal justice system that was to serve the people. In conclusion, Beccaria believed that people want to achieve pleasure and avoid pain. Crime provides some pleasure to the criminal. Lastly, to deter crime, he thought one must administer pain appropriately to counterbalance the pleasure of crime. 2. Classical School of Thought, discovered by Cesare Beccaria in 1764. In criminology, the classical school mainly refers to the utilitarian and social contract thinkers. Jeremy Bentham and Cesare Beccaria's work during the Enlightenment in the 18th century. The classical school of thought held that people had free will in making decisions and that punishment can be a deterrent to crime if it is proportional, appropriate for those offenses, and carried out swiftly. 3. Utilitarianism, discovered by Jeremy Bentham in 1781. Jeremy Bentham is an English philosopher, jurist, and social reformer. Bentham's utilitarianism had a significant impact on various fields including ethics, politics, and law. Utilitarianism is a philosophy which argues that what is right is the one that would cause the greatest good for the greatest number of people. From this principle, Bentham formulated the philosophic calculus.
Number 4. Phrenology, discovered by Franz Joseph Gall in 1790. Franz Joseph Gall was a German sociologist, neuroanatomist, and a pioneer in the study of brain anatomy. Phrenology is the study of the conformation of the skull based on the belief that it is indicative of mental faculties and character. Number 5. Penitentiary system, created in 1790 by the Walnut Street Jail, the first ever penitentiary system created as a distinct form of imprisonment aimed at reforming offenders, began to emerge in the late 18th century. The specific starting point can be traced of the establishment of the Walnut Street Jail in Philadelphia, United States in 1790. Number 6. Panopticon. It is originated by a philosopher and social theorist Jeremy Bentham in 1791. One of Bentham's notable ideas was the concept of the panopticon, a prison design that maximized surveillance and control. The term panopticon is derived from the Greek words pan, all, and opticon, seeing, meaning all-seeing. The panopticon consisted of a central watchtower from which all inmates' cells were visible. Bentham believed that constant surveillance would lead to self-regulation and deterrence among prisoners.
Number 7. Criminal statistics, discovered by André Michel Guerry in 1829. André Michel Guerry was a French statistician and sociologist who's known for his pioneering work in the field of criminal statistics. Guerry was known for his famous work, Moral Statistics of France, published in 1833. Guerry's approach was significant because it was one of the earliest attempts to use statistical analysis to understand crime patterns and social influences. Number 8 discovery, Positivist School of Thought, discovered by Cesar Lombroso, Rafael Garofalo, and Enrico Ferri in 1876. The Positivist School of Thought is a theoretical perspective within criminology that is emerged as a collective effort by Cesar Lombroso, Rafael Garofalo, and Enrico Ferri. These theories, who concentrated on the individual structures of a person, stated that people are passive and controlled, whose behaviors are imposed upon them by biological and environmental factors. Number 9 discovery, the Bertillon system, discovered by Alphonse Bertillon on 1877. Alphonse develops a system for identifying individuals based on physical measurements known as anthropometry. However, its effectiveness and reliability were eventually challenged, and it fell out of favor as a primary method of identification with the introduction of fingerprinting.
The number 10 discovery, The Science in Forensic Medicine by Alexandre Lacazette, a French physician and criminologist who was a native of Cahors in 1889. Lacazette emphasizes the importance of scientific methods and techniques in forensic medicine and criminal investigation. He promoted the use of autopsy, toxicology, and other medical procedures to gather evidence and establish the cause of death. The number 11 discovery, ballistic fingerprinting in 1929 by Calvin Gallagher, a U.S. Army colonel and forensic scientist, developed a technique to match bullet to specific firearm by analyzing unique striation on fired bullets and cartridge cases. This method revolutionized firearms identification.
Number 12 discovery, night vision goggles, was invented in 1929 by Kalman T. Hani.
He invented an infrared sensitive electronic television that would be used in the UK for anti-aircraft defense purposes. Night vision goggles are optical devices that enhance vision in low light or nighttime conditions, enabling users to see clearly in an environment with limited or natural light.
Number 13 discovery, differential association theory by Edwin Sutherland in 1939.
Differential association theory developed by sociologist Edwin Sutherland proposes that criminal behavior is learned through social interaction with others, particularly with close-knit groups and subculture. According to this theory, individuals become delinquent or criminal when their socialization involves more exposure to attitudes, beliefs, and behaviors that support law-breaking rather than conformity to societal norms.
Number 14 discovery, white-collar crime, discovered by Edwin Sutherland in 1949.
Who defined it as a crime committed by a person of respectability and high social status during his occupation. White-collar crime refers to non-violent offenses typically committed by individuals or organizations in business or professional settings, characterized by deceit, fraud, or manipulation for personal or financial gain. Number 15 discovery, pepper spray, was invented by Cameron Logman. It was a non-lethal self-defense and law enforcement tool designed to temporarily incapacitate individuals by using intense irritation and inflammation of the eye, skin, and respiratory system.
Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have learned something from our video.